I am so sorry. I was I lost track of time. I'm so sorry about that. Um, Give me just 1 second. Okay, I am here, and I am so sorry that I am 20 minutes late for my own live. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm here. I apologize for that though. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I won't do those at 6:30 anymore. I have to leave it at the top of the hour. Makes it a lot easier for me apparently. So anyway, and I was so looking forward to this live, and I just man, I'm only human. I'm not perfect. But I feel so bad, so I truly apologize for being tardy for my own live. Hi, Richleen. I am so sorry, ladies. I am so sorry. I will not have to do a 6:30 live. I'll have to do it at the top of the hour. Straight up, what, 6 or 7 instead of 6:30. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that the notification would go out at 6:30 and then I would go on, and then, well, anyway, so I made a little mistake, but I'm here now and I'll make up for it. I promise. I have some goodies tucked away over here, and we're gonna go and dive into the realm of sages and herbs and witches notes and tips. So how are you, Richleen? Thank you for sharing your story with me. That was pretty awesome. It was moving. Well, I guess it's just you and I for now, but that's okay. So I ended up, this is going to be a oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. What? Okay. All right, give me a few minutes. All right, come on. Come on. So I have got something special in store for the end of the show. Come on now. Move. That I hope will be good. I hope you'll like it. Okay. All right. So there are so many different kinds of sages and so many different herbs that you can burn for so many different things. For different purposes or different intents. Um, so we have white sage. Now this is white sage. It comes in a bundle like that. It doesn't necessarily come in a bundle like that, but you can get it in a bundle like that. The element is air and spirit. The energy is, sorry about that. This is it's a strong purification, a spiritual cleanse. It's used, you have white sage? Okay, good. Sage, the white sage is what the indigenous people use. I mean, they use other things too, but it's used for a very strong purification. It banishes negativity. It dispels heavy energy. You can use it before you start tarot readings, or to cleanse your altar space or your reading space, or you could do your whole house, but it's especially good before you do rituals and spell works and readings. So here's a little witch's note. This is white sage, and this is, no ma'am, this is a powerhouse. This is, it's very good, especially like if the air is real thick or heavy. This is really, really good to dispel that. So this is also sacred to the indigenous traditions. So when using it, be mindful of it, be thankful, and be ethical. So a little affirmation that you could use when doing that is, I purify, I protect, I begin anew, because that's what that is, like starting afresh. So there are so many of them that I only picked a few, okay? And then we have a desert sage. I don't have any of that. I do have some different types of sages. The desert sage is fire and earth element. It's used for cleansing while anchoring your energy. It's good to clear energetic overload, emotional chaos. It's real good to help you reconnect with the earth. Hello, how are you? So a witch's note on that is, if you're an empath or you're someone that absorbs others' emotions or energies, this particular sage is really good to get rid of all of that. And an affirmation that you can use is, I am steady, safe, and sovereign. Okay, I'm sorry, give me just a minute. Out, come on. No ma'am, no ma'am, no, go lay down. Oops. I don't know what is wrong with my sweet pea tonight, but she won't leave me alone, so I apologize on her behalf for interrupting me. I do apologize for that, but I don't know what's wrong with her tonight. She just hasn't left my side since I got home. So, okay. So, we're going to move on to blue sage. So, blue sage is the water element. Its energies are soothing, peaceful, spiritual healing. It's good for gentle space cleansing. It's good for, like, if you have a conflict, it's good to get rid of all that. Yeah, she does, Richland. She wants her mommy. I was gone to Virginia all week last week, and she cries for me. She ain't quite got over that, but she's my special needs child, so She's a little bit different than the rest of them. So when using this blue sage, it invites a calm, compassion, healing energy. And it's a good emotional release, especially after you've had a conflict or, an argument or, a confrontation. So this is a beautiful choice for everyday cleansing without the heavy smoke of the white sage. What do you mean from where? More my location where I'm at now? Or broadcasting on YouTube? Okay, so the affirmation that you can use is, I cleanse with peace and invite serenity. So I have some blue sage right here that look, it's in my pickle jar. And it smells really, really good. You can burn it loose or you can burn it in a bundle. You mean location? I'm on the East Coast. But I don't know if you can, it's just kind of, and it smells like sage, but it has a more floral kind of sage to it. Floral sage. But I like also burning. Hello, Dominic. How are you doing? So I also like burning, no ma'am, the blue sage when I'm doing like intent, like rituals like that. Yes, they have missed me. I was out of town for a week last week, and she hasn't got over it yet, and she's my special needs child, so she can be very persistent. Does it mean cleansing mind? Yes. Yes. Certain herbs are good for, getting rid of the chaos up here. But it's good for cleansing the negative energies from your home, from your space, your tarot cards, anything. So, we're talking about all these sages and we're talking about all these herbs, okay? We're talking about the sages first and then we're going to do the herbs. So, it doesn't matter, sweet pea, no ma'am. It doesn't matter if I use rosemary or if I use white sage, because it's the intent that you put into it. It's the intent that you put behind it. It's like my moon water. When we had the new moon, I always do my new. Yes, I do believe in God, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else. Well, hello, Iron Horse. How are you? I'm glad you could drop in. Just trying not to get off track, Dominic, okay? I'm just trying to stay on track. I have enough distraction with my puppy dog over here, my special needs one that is incessant on my attention at the moment. Here she comes again. I'm going to have to do a show just for her. I'm not trying to be mean, Dominic. I'm not. I'm not. Okay. So, blue sage. Blue sage invites calm. It's a compassionate and healing energy. So, it's very good to use like when you're doing spell work or intent, you know. Okay, so then we're going to go to black sage. All right, black sage. Black sage is actually an herb. Oh, you would really watch that? I will do a video with her then. I will do a live show with her so you guys can just, she would love that. She loves the attention. But she's my autistic one, so she is a little more demanding than my other dogs. But you know, that's okay. We still love her very much. All right, so I have black sage. All right, so black sage is actually an herb called mugwort. Okay, I use mugwort in my tea blends. I use mugwort in my smoke blends. Mugwort is very good for intuition or shadow cleansing, dream magic, because it has a slight euphoric effect to it. Um, and it's air spirit element. It's good for divination. It's good for, if you have like those underlying subconscious fears, it's good to help with that. It's good for anxiety. It's good for a lot of stuff. And it's absolutely, I'm going to give you a little witch's note here, okay? It is perfect for moon rituals or scrying nights. So, yes, that is perfect for when you do your rituals or when you do your spell work or when you're doing your, you know, shadow work, enhancing your intuition, or, you know, because, you know, like I say, it has slight euphoric effects. So, the affirmation that you can use with that, and, you know, the affirmations are just, there's no wrong way, really. You can take a little bit of what you learn here, a little bit of what you learn over there, and a little bit of what you learn over there, and you can make it your own, and it feel right, and it be right. I hope this makes sense. Well, yes, absolutely, Iron Horse, absolutely. I'm right there with you, sweetheart. Okay, so mugwort. Mugwort is very good. It is, so the affirmation, I cleanse the veil between the worlds and see with clear sight. So basically what it does is it helps clear up that third eye. So you know, it helps clear it up. It gives you clarity. Okay, so that was black sage. That was mugwort. Now we're on to the herbs. Okay, so I didn't have everything that I put on the list, but I had most everything that I put on the list. So just to kind of show you guys. Okay, come on, come say hello. Before we get started with the herbs, come say hello. Everybody, this is my sweet pea. This is my autistic child. She's my needy one. Very much so. All right, not tonight, baby, but we'll do a show with you. Okay? Come on. Let me get finished. So that was sweet pea, and I have two others laying right here in the floor. Yeah, look, see, she's being very, very needy tonight for some reason. I don't know. But that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's my baby girl. Mine now. All right, come on. Hop down. Hop down. No. All right. Come on. I can't put him out of the room because Shy will cry. And, yeah, that would not be good. Yeah, this is white, and I'm sweet, and I'm 55, and I'm happily married. Okay, so Now we are going to talk about one of my favorites. It's probably not my number one favorite, but it ranks right there close. So, we are talking about rosemary. This is a rosemary. Your cat shadow is clingy? Yeah. So, this is rosemary, and rosemary is considered the witch's sage. The witch's sage. So, it is the element of fire. The energy is purification, protection, again, that mental clarity. Um, this is a very good replacement for the white sage because the smoke is not as thick and heavy. So it's good for, cleansing before you do rituals, your spell work. It boosts confidence. Not to mention that it smells really, really good. So you didn't know what? Iron Horse. Okay, so you can cleanse your crystals, any tarot tools or any tools or anything like that. You can do your space with it. And we're going to get to another one of mine, which is up next. So this is the witch's sage: purification, mental clarity, and protection. Yes, I'm learning a lot too. I know quite a bit about herbs, but to put my herbs with my witchery, so to speak, and my healing, my teas and stuff is I'm learning. So we'll just learn together. This is what it's all about. I've already done a lot of research, so this is going to be a multiple episode series on this. So today I wanted to touch on just the herbs and the sages, and next week we're going to move on to rituals, but I have a surprise for you guys at the end of the show. Okay? Um, Probably 10 or 15 years ago, on the interest for cleansing herbs. Yes. And what better way than to learn together? So we're all learning together. All right. So that was the rosemary, and I don't have a cedar bundle. I usually make my own cedar bundles and my own rosemary bundles and whatnot, but I think my daughter took my last cedar bundle. Cedar is my number one favorite thing to cleanse and smudge with. It is called the guardian smoke. It is of the earth, its protection, its grounding, its ancestral connection. Yes, cedar is amazing, and it has so many properties. It's good for warding off negative energies or unwanted entities. It's good for sacred spaces and honoring your ancestors, and especially the old spirits. It's really good for that. And you can burn it in a bundle or you can burn it in a shell. I have an abalone shell, I think it's called, and an eagle feather that I do, so you can burn them loose. So yes, so with cedar smoke, I shield, I root myself in strength. That is the biggest reason that I love cedar, smudging with cedar and cleansing with cedar. Um, it also, so a little tip here is if you burn it before spell work, it gives you a protective boundary. Yes, yes, it does. It's the odors too, that give you kind of a euphoric high, so to speak. Okay, and I have some lavender, but I don't have a bundle of lavender. But you can do the lavender buds too. So, lavender is absolutely wonderful for so many things. It is called the gentle healer. The element is air, water, it's peace, it's love, it's relaxation. It helps with anxiety, it helps with depression. It's just, it helps with rituals and dreams and healing the heart. And it's good for so many things. And it smells wonderful also. Um, so it's good for if you take if you take a little lavender, maybe a little. I'll make a lavender spray. My niece is actually allergic to it, and that's crazy to me. But she's that allergic to it. So if I know that she's coming over, then I won't use it, you know. But yeah. So yes, it's ideal for self-care and a clean, again, if you have some sort of conflict or confrontation or anything like that, it's good to get rid of that too. Um, so peace flows through this smoke, love through this flame. And it's okay, so bay leaves. We're going to talk about bay leaves next. Bay leaves are awesome for writing your intentions or your affirmations or your spells, or you know whatever the case may be. It's called the wish burner because you write your intent on the leaf, and then you burn it when you do your ritual, and then the smoke carries it kind of where it needs to go. It's so Uh, the element is fire. Its energy is purification, manifestation, and protection. It's used for quick mini cleanses. Burn one leaf with one intention. Um, Writing wishes or banishments before burning. Um, it's yeah, very good for intent. The affirmation is that you can use, as this leaf burns, so does my intention take form. So it's basically, as the leaf is burning, your intention is taking form in the smoke, and then the smoke is carrying your intention where it needs to go. You can take and add a little bit of cinnamon for a fiery energy reset. So that's pretty cool. Alright, another one of my favorites, and you guys have probably heard of it. Take me a little sip here. And this is a Palo Santo. Yes, I like cinnamon too. Cinnamon is very good. I don't want to give too much away because, I got surprises for you guys lined up and whatnot. But I will tell you this, though. At the first of the month, when you go to clean your floors and you go to clean your house and you clean your porch, lift up your mat at your front door, throw some cinnamon under it with the intent of abundance for the month. And it keeps the bad energies away. So this is Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo. These are probably my top 3. And this is the holy wood. It is fire, it is air, it is light cleansing, it's uplifting, it's positivity. It helps raise the vibrations. After a deep clearing, it brings joy, creativity, spiritual light. Uh, it's it just, you can cleanse your whole house with it. You can cleanse your little space with it. You can use it on your altar. Um, and it just brings blessings and joy and peace, and it smells so good. Smells really, really good. All right, we got one more to go over, and then I have a little surprise for you guys at the end here. So the last one that I wanted to touch base on, and technically the show that I'm doing tonight should have been a two-part because there's so many to go over, but I chose the most popular ones, so to speak, the more used ones, and then just included, my favorites. So lemon balm. Lemon balm is amazing. It is good in teas. It is good in smoke blends. It has healthy benefits to it, uh, you know. Um, but it is called the light bringer. The element is air, and it brings joy, healing, renewal, rejuvenation. It refreshes the aura. It brings happiness. Um, the affirmation that you can use is light fills this space where shadows once lingered. And what you can do is you can take a little bit of the dried lemon balm and add it to like a simmer pot, and it gives an energetic, refreshing aroma. So yeah, so again, sometimes I'll do a little mix of different herbs and burn it in my shell, and then take my eagle feather. So yes, lemon balm is a good one for that. Okay, so I have come up with a couple of blends for burning. I have a love and peace, a protection, a healing and renewal, a home harmony, um, and then I have a little witch wisdom at the end. Okay, so we are going to put together love and peace to bring harmony into the home. And we're going to use lavender, rose, and chamomile. And it takes just a pinch of each. Yes. Well, yes, exactly, except for that. Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that. In a simmer pot, like I say, it serves the same purpose. You can even make you an energy spray instead of a smudging spray. Instead of a smudge stick, you can use a smudge spray. Or, you can put it in a little simmer pot, and it does the same thing. Again, because it's the intent that you put behind it. And I know about the allergies because I have allergies too, and there's lots of stuff that I can't burn because of that. But, there are some things that I can, but so we'll have to get into smudge sprays and stuff at another time, but I didn't think about that. But again, we're all just learning. All right, so protection and power. So you're gonna have rosemary, you're gonna have bay leaves, and you're gonna have a little bit of cinnamon. You can put it in a simmer pot and simmer it, and and it will just fill your house with joy and protection and power. For healing and renewal, you can do sage, but you can do a sage substitute. You can use like a rosemary if you wanted to, lemon balm, and eucalyptus. It's very energetic, so to speak. And then Home Harmony is a little bit of cedar, sweetgrass, and mint. And those three together are kind of like a powerhouse. You know, they work really, really good together. And so we know that each herb lends its voice, each smoke weaves my spell. A little witch's wisdom there at the end. But the magic is your breath, your flame, and your intent for your rituals, for your saging, for your smudging, for your cleansing. So, the first thing, and I'll go over this real quick, is the first thing that you should do before cleansing or smudging is set your intent and smudge yourself first. Always circle yourself with the smoke. Smudge yourself first. Start with the top and work your way down. Just smudge yourself first. That way you're nice and cleansed and your mind is set with intent, and then you go do the rest of whatever it was you're doing, whether it was your house or, you know, your space or whatever. But always make sure that you do yourself first. Smudge yourself first. Always try to remember to do that, and do what feels right for you. You know, it doesn't have to be word for word what we went over today. You know, take a little bit of this and take a little, do what's right, do what feels right. That's what I do. I was doing stuff that I had no idea, and then, you know, I found this little community, and I was learning. I'm like, oh, I do that, but I didn't know that's what I was doing. You know, we're all learning. And one of my favorite things is herbs. I love herbs, and I love being outdoors. So I want to share that with y'all. So, does anyone have any questions about anything tonight? And should I make the herbs and sage a part 2 before we get into rituals? Or have we heard enough about what I did tonight for us to move on to preparing for rituals and cleansing? I have several shows lined up for this because it was like, oh yeah, this for this, this for this, this for this, this for this. So it will be, I'll probably do this every Wednesday. So please let me know what you think in the chat. Oh, come on, guys. Okay. I kind of feel like that we have learned enough about this for the time being to move on to the next step. So next week, Wednesday, we will move on to the part 2 of our cleansing rituals. Does that sound good? And I apologize for being late. I will make sure that I set my alarm next time. Oh, hello, Victor. How are you? Let me fix you up, sweetheart. There, I fixed you up. I'm gonna try to catch your show tonight. I get up so early in the morning, and then I'm at work, and I try to catch them here and there when I can, but man, you guys need to go check out Truth Wave. Go check him out. He is awesome. He does great shows. He's on it. He's in tune. He's got it going on. Please go check him out. Give him some support, guys. Give him some support. Yes, absolutely. Please say hello. He's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, go check him out. Go subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you check the notifications because it doesn't default to all. It defaults to custom. And then sometimes, you know, the notifications don't go out. Victor, I was late for my own live. I felt so bad. Oh, hello, Julianne. Yes, true that, true that. The replays, true that. Because I feel so much better after going to one of his shows, man. Just the energy and just everything it's perfect. It's just perfect. You are very welcome, and I only speak the truth, Victor. I only speak the truth. You are an amazing person. You and Josh both. Yeah. I feel really, really connected to you guys, and you're doing such a great job. Um, yes, you guys go check him out. Go sit in on a session or two. You won't regret it. I promise. I promise. I promise. It's well worth it. So, yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the replay. We just went over some different sages. So you're trying to remember the one herb about bad spirits. Yeah, I work, so I get up at 4 a.m. and then, you know, I'm gone all day, usually working 10 hours, and, you know, by the time I get home, I'm tired, and then I've got to go to bed early, but, you know, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to risk a little bit for the reward, right? Let's see, the one herb about bad spirits. Was that the one that I was telling you that would get rid of the unwanted entities? Let me go look that up for you real quick, Richland. I got it right down here. I took a bunch of notes. I took 6 pages of notes, guys. And then was late for my own live. I feel so bad about that. Oh my goodness. That was the cedar. Richland, that was the cedar. The cedar is good for that. It's called the Guardian Smoke. No need to apologize. You could. I couldn't remember either. I went over so much stuff I couldn't remember exactly which one. But yes, the Guardian Smoke. That would be the cedar. You're very welcome. And, you know, like I say, you can burn it dry or you can put it in a simmer pot. It's the intent that you put behind it. Do what feels right for you, because your ancestors and you know, you got a whole universe out there guiding you. They'll, you know, I have a Moroccan egg. Why do I have a Moroccan egg? I would have never thought that I would, but, you know, I come across it, and my sister was going through a box of stuff, and it was there, and I just kind of looked at it, and then I heard, you better pick me up and take me home, you're going to need me. And I'm like, okay. So I picked it up, and, you know, I could not put that thing down, and, you know, and that's what I do when I come in here in the mornings. to do my morning reads, I'll light my incense, burn my candle, and I'll take my incense and my egg, and I'll cleanse my little area here. Oh, that is not good, Iron Horse. You definitely need to go get checked out, man. Absolutely. I didn't mean to miss some of the chat. I don't think anybody's been feeling up to par today. You know, I've been kind of and sluggish today a little bit too. But, you know, the energy is shifting. You know, Samhain will be here next week, and I think that might have a lot to do with it. You know, all the old is starting to die off to make room for the new growth in the spring and whatnot. But yes, definitely take care of yourself. Definitely. If you feel the need to go, then yeah, you might need to go. Because your body will talk to you. If, you know, you just gotta listen. Just listen to it. It'll talk to you. It'll tell you it's not right. So, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do this. We're going to pull one card out of my Halloween Oracle for the collective before I close, okay? Well, I'm old too. Well, my body's old, my spirit's not. There's nothing wrong with closing a show with a card for the collective. We have Hearth. That is happiness in our hearts and homes. So when I see this card, I feel all nice and warm and cozy inside, because that light recedes shadows. The cold recedes. Um, it fills our homes and our hearts with happiness and warmth, and it's about family. You know, whether it be blood family or whether it be, you know, our little community or our big community here. You know, we're still family regardless, and that's what I feel when I see that card. Love and joy and togetherness and family and uplifting. Yes, that's a very nice card. But that's what I get. That's what I get off of that. And it fits. It really does, because the family doesn't necessarily mean blood. doesn't necessarily mean, you know. So I really enjoyed that. I think I needed that. I think we all kind of needed that, you know. We come together and make our homes, you know, and feel it. You know, it's our job to make our home feel good, to make you know, fill our home with joy and warmth and light. And you know, I've always loved a fireplace. You know, I will go stand next to the fireplace and just stand there, or I'll pull me up a chair. Yes, curling up with a hot drink and the cat and the dog. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So that is what I have for you guys this evening. Now, I will be going live tomorrow. I'm going to, tomorrow night, I think, we're going to talk about, if I can get all my stuff together, tomorrow night we're going to talk about earth angels. And because I think that, well, someone asked me if we could do a show on earth angels. And the more research I did, the more I thought, you know, this is going to make a really good show, because it's going to clarify a lot of things and, you know, open your eyes to a lot of things. And it's not exactly what you think, but we're not going to go into details, okay? Not tonight. But yes, Richling, yes. Yeah, it was you, sweetheart. But yes, Richling had asked me to do a show on Earth Angels, so we're gonna hit that up tomorrow night. And then next Wednesday, y'all come back, and we're gonna start getting into different rituals with different herbs and sages and things like that. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff lined up, y'all. Jackie don't even know what she did when she opened that can of worms for me, because it's like, oh yes, because I'm learning, and then y'all are learning, and you know, I like to teach anyway. I like to share the knowledge. So y'all, watch out for my notification. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me, guys, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all mean the world to me. You really do. I love each and every one of you, and thank you for the support, and thank you for coming by, even if I was 20 minutes late on my live. Yeah. Earth ain't, well, okay, I don't really want to get into it, because, you know, again, I have so much knowledge for you guys, but, you know, I'll have a surprise for you guys tomorrow. But, yeah, that's my work phone ringing. But you are very, very welcome, Victor. You guys are very, very welcome. And you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow, and I will see you next Wednesday, and we'll be back for some rituals and some fun. Mwah, mwah. Have a good night, guys.